I can cut the beginning.
They're old men, brother. We're young.
All right, ready? So, what's your name? What did you do? How did you get involved with This Generation and Niagara Falls, and what took place?
Okay, my name is Charles, and I'm a Bible worker for the conference. And basically, I've been part of This Generation pretty much from its beginning, when it was received within the 2008, I believe, camp meeting. Am I correct in that? Okay. And so I was involved with the planning. And so kind of because I was in the field doing studies and doing training, This Generation really wanted to grasp more resources and persons to be able to train and help out with those who would eventually get involved with the initiative of this generation.
So you were in Niagara Falls. What were you doing, with the conference and with This Generation as we worked together? How did that play out?
Okay, well, my role was basically to just go and shake up the community by going door to door, following up different interest cards who are people in the community who are interested with Bible studies. And the other thing was to train church members and whoever else wanted to be able to have the tools to be able to reach out, to be able to give Bible studies. And basically my role with This Generation when they came on board was to basically follow the leads that were generated by the concerts, by the door-to-door experience. I also went out and did some training courses. I did some of the devotionals, and I also took people out door-to-door. I basically shadowed them, and they shadowed me, and I gave them some pointers and just basically encouraged them and bolstered their spirits in the initiative of going out into the communities.
What was the experience like as far as reaching the Bible study leads that This Generation generated, and what were some of the experiences, and what was that like?
Well, it was a overwhelming experience. I believe we generated in that area about 300 in-home Bible studies, or Bible studies that were drop-off or in-home. And so it was overwhelming because I was the only Bible worker at the time. And so what happened is I immediately was hitting the ground running, just following up these different leads, bringing some of the participants to the mission trip. I had studies going on during the mission trip, and I brought them to it, and I did Bible studies with them. I will share an experience. One person I was trying to work with and following up before This Generation came in, and what happened is This Generation, when they came in with their people, is they encountered this person, and I went to follow them up, and that time they were interested, and we did Bible studies. And to this day, to my knowledge, they're going to the church, and they're even prepared to be baptized if they haven't been already.
That's awesome. What was your favorite part of during the course of the mission trips as you were working with This Generation and as a Bible worker? What was kind of your highlight?
My highlight? I would say the fun part for me was the concerts. I really love connecting and just seeing the young people involved with just reaching out to people. Because me as a Bible worker, I don't have the musical gift, but just seeing that there's different methods to reach people. In fact, there was one person actually there we were at the Packer Court Community Center over there in Niagara Falls, a gentleman with his two daughters. I remember him telling me that he was hearing this Christian music coming from coming up to his door, and what he said is, he was talking to his brother, and he was like, "Man, I just am sick of this, this sadness I have in my life. These people are happy. I want what they have." And so what happened is he ended up, as a result of that concert, sitting down, and for every single concert that was held there, he listened and he was wooed by the Spirit of God. And eventually what happened is he started going to the church. He started getting involved with This Generation stuff. And not only that, but I actually did Bible study with him. And as to my knowledge, I believe he is baptized by now, if I'm not mistaken. And so I'm praising the Lord on that. And as to my knowledge, he has been so excited about just what This Generation has done, and he misses the young people there, and he wishes, and not only wishes, but he kind of hopes that something else will come around again to Niagara Falls.
That's awesome. What would you say to the young person who's thinking about getting involved? What would you, maybe led a nominal Christian life and kind of floating along? What would you say to that person who's trying to get involved and thinking about?
Okay, well, the Bible tells us that we live in a time where basically the term it uses is laodicea. And it's where God points out that He does not want us lukewarm. He'd rather have us cold or hot. And a lot of us, if we're true to ourselves, what's the issue in our heart, why we're not fully surrendered, is because we are not involved with God's work. And one of the things that's a cure to our own stagnant relationship with the Lord is to get involved with the work. And so Jesus said it, and they say that the most important words that a person leaves with you before they leave are the last words they say. And he said to his disciples, go ye and teach. Make disciples. Baptize in my name. And so I believe Jesus didn't say that just to say, okay, while I'm up in heaven, I want you guys doing something. I believe he said it because it was very important and very, how would you say, key to our salvational experience to the Lord. And I remember a dear young old lady now, she said that she actually puts it in this way, is the only way to grow in grace is to be involved doing the very work that our Savior did. And so if I can encourage anybody out there who may be having a lull in their walk or a plateauing experience, the answer the Bible gives, the answer that Jesus gives, is go and seek the lost. And you will have a growth in your experience that will blossom to something beautiful, and that you will actually come to know that what Jesus says in his word is true, not because you've heard it, because you have actually experienced it and seen his promises take place in your own life. Not only that, but seeing the promise take place in other people's lives who have been changed by God using you, which I think is the most powerful thing that anybody can experience.
Awesome. Very good.